So today on Straight Talk, I'm pleased to introduce Ryanna Caivano, who works on the custodial staff at Monomoy Regional Middle School in Chatham, Massachusetts. How are you, Ryanna?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing good. So I'm all by myself in my home office. I don't have to wear a mask, but I see you have yours on. So
Ye-
must be a rule in the school.
yes, it is. We have a pretty strict mask policy. We do allow for mask breaks. The kids go outside. They're allowed to remove their mask if they're more than 6 feet apart. And when they eat lunch, they are allowed to remove their mask. But other than that, we all try to stay masked up.
I'm sure all parents who are watching this hear it from their kids about wearing masks and how it can be challenging, I suppose. Um, how many students do you have at your school? Let's talk about your school.
We have at our middle school, we have right about 400 students. Um, we this year they were offered a choice. You could remote learn, which a small percentage chose to do. Other than that, at the middle school, we have 100% of our children all the days. We didn't do a hybrid. So it could be challenging with all those kids, but it's been going great so far.
Yes. Obviously, we're going to talk about the school setting and cleaning and disinfecting because you folks at your school are leading the charge with that, setting good examples, I know, which is why we're on Straight Talk today. Tell us about this pandemic and school starting and what you've done to increase cleaning and disinfection, maybe some highlights.
Sure. So, of course, as this was unfolding around us, we realized a need for something that would work, but that was also more green and better for children and adults who are being exposed. I know that commonly a lot of places use wipes, disinfecting wipes of all kinds. And on the surface, they seem fine. But when you look into them a little bit further, they're really not. In most settings right now in schools that are in session and in person, children are eating in classrooms, which adds another layer. Because unless you read carefully, those wipes need to be rinsed after with water. You need to wash your hands immediately after use. So in a classroom setting, they're not really a viable option that should be used for the children. So that meant finding a product that we really thought would work. So I was lucky enough to be able to go to a little class. And in that class, I was introduced to Force of Nature. And I was told it was green. I was shown what it was. And I immediately came back to my office, looked it up, and started doing research. Because, of course, we've all heard things are natural and green, but I wanted to do the legwork to make sure that what I was hearing was the truth. And it was. I looked it up. I read many reviews. I looked online. I even went to YouTube for people who have used it to clean to see what they actually thought of the product and if it was an effective cleaner. And it was. And this was also from parents who were talking about that they use this if their child drops their pacifier. They have a little bottle in their purse. They can spray it and actually give the pacifier back, which showed this product really is good. It doesn't require any personal protection equipment, which was also another issue. You can't expect, if you're going to have the kids doing cleaning, you can't expect them to glove up.
It sounds like you know cleaning, so it's nice to talk to a real expert. So this product you're using and the kids are using it. In fact, in a few minutes, we're going to go see some kids in action. It's from an electrolytic device, so it's water that's created in a device and made into an EPA registered disinfectant, I believe.
Yes, and actually, so this is actually what one of them looks like. I actually just mixed some up earlier for a teacher who needed it. So it's this, it has a power cord, and then you just put in these little ampules, and boom, a couple minutes later, you have it all done.
What a different world we're in now. A teacher says to you, Ryan, I need some cleaner, some disinfectant, and you make it right there.
Right there, right then. And we know that when we give it to them, it doesn't matter what they do, they're going to be safe.
Well, this is really cool. I tell you what, we've covered the basics. Why don't we see it in action? Let's do that.
Sure, let's go. So we're coming into Mrs. Buckley's room. She's one of our teachers here. And so they've had snacks. So what they're going to do is they're going to wipe down their room. So.
All right. Well, hello, Mrs. Buckley and students.
Hello, it's Crazy Hair Day, so don't.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Don't mind us.
We can deal with crazy. That's fine. So these kids had their snacks. I hope they were good.
I hope they were good too.
I think I saw some Cheetos.
Only the healthy stuff, right?
That's right.
So can you lower the camera down a little bit? We can see what they're doing. So what's going on here? Tell us about it, Ryanna.
So what she is doing is she's sprayed and now they are just going to wipe down their desk. They have a little microfiber cloth.
Okay.
So we have one with her wonderful ears on. And then we're going to come over here and we get to see her crazy hair on Crazy Hair Day.
It's a wig. It's a
Well,
wig.
I didn't know it was Crazy Hair Day, but that's cool. So you kids that are doing this, are you taught how to spray that stuff, make an even application and all?
Well, actually, we have the teacher do that. We have the teacher spray and they wipe.
Okay, lower the camera down again, Ryanna. Let's see. Now, are we breaking any labor laws?
No, I hope not.
Well, if we are, we're in trouble.
And we have a washer and dryer in the room, so we can use the microfiber cloths and then wash them.
Okay. Well, this is nice to see everyone's pitching in and doing the work and using products that are approved by the EPA. So what's next? What are the kids doing now?
Well, now they get to go outside and have mass break.
Okay, mass breaks are great.
Yes.
Well, Ryanna, this is nice to see, and hopefully school districts across the country and the globe are able to do similar projects and get the kids involved.
Thank you, Mrs. Buckley's class.
Yeah, thank you, Mrs. Buckley, and kids.
Yeah, so it's nice. So what they usually do is we encourage them they have snack around this time in all the rooms. We encourage them to have snack, wipe down their desk, then they go outside for a mass break. This is a game changer because we don't have to worry about the allergies or the breathing issues some of the children have.
Yeah.
There's a much more higher instance of asthma now in children, and things like, I won't say any names, but there are certain cleaners where they're heavily scented, and that can cause a problem for the kids.
Yeah. Was there any pushback from these students to help to pitch in and do their part?
No, because before school started, the different unions in the school met, and it is actually worded out. We're not requiring them to clean. We are teaching them mindfulness. So the expectation is that in life, no one is going to walk behind you and clean up after you. So we're trying to instill that in them now that, keeping it clean is safe for everyone, including them. And that's actually an important lesson to be instilling in them. So I'd also like to say one more thing. If anybody is interested in Force of Nature, they can contact the technical team, and I have a phone number for them, 1-617-480-1119.
All right, maybe that phone will ring off the hook.
I hope so, because it really should. This is a great product, and I think once people try it, they would love it. It can replace a multitude of the cleaners that you use.
Yeah. Well, fantastic work you're doing there in Monomoy Regional Middle School in Chatham, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Ryanna, thank you for your time today.